The name sounds elegant, but it isn't random. So why is it called Oyster Perpetual? To understand that, we have to go back nearly a century. In the early days of wristwatches, water was the enemy. Dust, moisture, even sweat could destroy a movement. In 1926, Rolex introduced something revolutionary, the world's first truly waterproof wristwatch case. They called it Oyster. Just like an oyster shell protects what's inside, this sealed case protected the movement from water and dust. But Rolex didn't stop there. A few years later, they solved another major problem: manual winding. Most watches at the time had to be wound every day. Rolex introduced a self-winding movement powered by motion. They named it Perpetual because as long as you wore the watch, it kept running. When you combine both innovations, you get the name that still defines Rolex today: Oyster, for protection; Perpetual, for continuous motion. This wasn't marketing, it was engineering. Over time, the name became a standard. Almost every modern Rolex carries these two words because they represent the foundation of the brand. Even today, when people buy a Rolex Oyster Perpetual, they're not just buying a design. They're buying nearly 100 years of reliability, simplicity, and trust. That's why the name never changed, and that's why it still matters. Because before Rolex became a symbol of success, it was a solution. And sometimes, the strongest luxury stories start with a problem, not a price tag.